Mic check 1 2 1 2. I'm good. And how everybody be? Alright, welcome everybody to Sham's Law Gaming. Today we'll be going over a build video. This is a quick build video for my Templar, my Stamina Templar. A couple of you guys been asking what I've been using, especially doing Maelstrom Arena runs. So we wind up these extra experiences we're getting for the Jester's Festival. So I've been doing a combination of Maelstrom Arena, Battleground, and a couple more spots to gain XP, especially grind for CP, the champion points. Today we're on my Stamina Templar. As you can see, we're gonna start off looking at stats. Stats so far, as you can see, as follow: 600 Magicka, 25k health, almost 35k stam, 1700 recovery. Weapon damage is 4400. As you can see, penetration's not that bad, but everything else goes up once you buff up. Spell resistance 17k, physical resistance 14, and crit resist could do a lot better, but since they never crypt all the way to the ground, I'm pretty sure I'm not the only one having this problem unless you build solely to have increased crit resistance and thus force. We're gonna go into the skills. Actually, before we do that, I am running all medium, so 5 medium, 2 heavy. I am a red guard. I know that sounds crazy, especially in this day and time. A red guard, you went orc, especially dark elf and wood elf is good at this time. But I'm running red guard for simply the fact the CP changed. So once the CP changed, a lot changed. With the red guard, you're getting reduced cost to your weapon abilities. That's whatever you have, and a reduced effectiveness of smears. That's come in handy to me for a lot. Increase your your max stam by 200. Same thing you would get on an orc or a dark elf. And this is my favorite right now, is when you deal damage, you restore 105 stamina. This could occur once every 5 minutes. So just dealing damage in this new matchup, you're getting back stamina. Now let's buff all the way up. As you can see, I'm at 52.60 health. Weapon damage, spell and physical resistance also went up, 26 and 23. That's on the front bar. My back bar, because I'm doing dual wield and a two-hander. Back bar is 5,000, 47 penetration. Same thing as the front bar. I kind of have on old gear. I haven't actually put anything new on this guy. I just kept everything because it's just so overpowered. I will be changing it because of the no proc meta. So I haven't really went out and done any open world, just battlegrounds with this. Because I know open world, the proc meta is basically dead. I am running dubious cannon throwing food. As you can see, you can run whatever you prefer. Me, I run tri-stack potions and sometimes a little bit of weapons power potions to get it going. I'm running a mace and a sword for my two-hand and a maul for the fairy. First set, as you can see, is Fairy, which is a very good set. Can't go bad with a 5-piece Fairy. My monster helm is Silerix. I like this for the stun it gives and the extra stam. Because people normally don't see this coming. Not everybody that's playing this game, only a few people I would see run this. Everybody else is either meta base or again it's all preference. Shackle Breaker. This to me is a staple of everything I do. Even on my magic classes I run Shackle. Shackle is a very good set in sustaining. You get 1 piece stam, 1 piece magic recovery, 1 piece weapon and spell damage, and the 5 pieces, as you can see, 260 max, 265 stamina. This Shackle Breaker being on a Dark Elf is overpowered as hell. I can just see that because sooner or later I'm going to change him from a Red Guard to a Dark Elf. And I think that's going to do wonders to my character. So 5 piece. The Sirix is complete a 2 piece. Both heavy. 5 piece medium armor Shackle Breaker. And to finish off the weapons, Necklace Fairy, Infuse weapon. And this I just never really messed with it, just to get the stamina recovery. I could have went for infused weapon, but kind of need the stamina, so I'm gonna leave that. In the future I will change this to infused weapon, so all 3 will be infused, kicking out as much damage as possible. Now for the champion points. With the champion points may vary. Not everybody's running the same, and I don't expect everybody to be running the same. Mine is just my preference. We'll start off with what matters most, which is Warframe. As you can see, starting from left to right. Blessed, make sure I put in a little bit more for healing on Blessed. I have put in some into Magicka because most of the things I need is Magicka base, as you can see. Fully max out stamina for the health. That would definitely, since this is one of your passive, you want to make sure that's maxed out. Going into the extended might, as you can see, Pearson, I have all that maxed out. Battle Mastery, all maxed out. And Mighty, all maxed out. That's to give me the max of everything. If you can at least have all your champion points to max these out, I will max them out. Coming from there, go down to the bottom. Not the complicated to me. I don't think this new system is that complicating. It's actually pretty better than the last one because it gives you a lot more damage output and a lot more sustain in areas that you want to build for. I have to say that with emphasis, in areas that you have to build for. My build is is on the sustain and damage area. So as you can see, I maxed out Endless Endurance for more stamina. This is almost Untamed Aggression. I also have that to increase my spell and weapon damage. Going over to Staven Death. As you can see, this is not fully maxed out, but if I had the points, I would max them all out, especially Resilience. This is something I'm going to redo my CP, and once I do that, I'll make another build video showing that, because I want to put this up there. I want to add more points to this, reduce the damage you take from martial attacks, that's other physical or stamina players, and especially this, reduce the damage you take from magic attacks that's coming in. So 1, 2, 3, I will definitely be maxing out including this. And reduce your damage taken from non-playable attacks. NPC players, You can, that's if you want to, but I will concentrate on 1, 2, and 3 to max out. Since I haven't, this is just me playing around with it. This is just so I could have gotten into Maelstrom Arena, do what I needed to do. So I didn't really think putting that much points into here will be that bad. What else do we have here? And that's about it. That's all I kind of took from this tree. I went ahead and put a couple points into these just to put them in there. This is what I'm going to take to add more to here and to finalize having this maxed out. I also went ahead and Wrathful Strikes and put that, which grants you 33 weapon and spell damage to your damage and abilities. So as you can look, my 4 slatables for this tree would be Wrathful Strikes, Deadly Aim, increase your damage done with single target abilities. As you can see, this is single target. This is Thaumaturge, just in a different area. This is damage over time. And this is damage being done with area of effect, which I think is cool. Now you could choose what you want. I chose Deadly Aim, which is damage against single target, because I would like to burst down people quicker and get them into the ground. As you can see, I have a little more into my critical precision. And that's it for this tree. Moving on to the red tree. Same thing. I'm just going to concentrate on which I think is important. You don't have to get everything like I did. This is, again, this is for me just to complete certain content. Starting off with Juggernaut. This is one of my 4 slatables I have. While you're under the effects of crowd control immunity, you take 2% less damage per stage. I think everyone's gonna have Juggernaut on, not just me. Moving forward, I have Ironclad, grant 3.5 armor per stage. This is where you get armor from in this tree. Surviving Instincts. While affected with a status effect, your core combat cost skills cost 5% less per stage. This I think is quite good, because now when you're affected with something, at least now your combat abilities don't cost that much. So I have that. Hero's Vigor, of course, you don't have to max this out. This is not, I just want the extra health, so I have it there. You don't need to see all of these. While under this is my 3rd one, On Guard. While under the effects of crowd control immunity, increase the amount of damage you can block by 2% per stage. Also have that, which I think is quite well to have. So those are my 4 slatables from this tree that I have for this character. On Guard, Surviving Instincts, Ironclad, and Juggernaut. Remember, this is just my specification. You can always change and put in what you want. If you see something that you would recommend or I should change, just comment below and I'll check it out. Now for the green tree. Green tree is basically a quality of life, crafting, sneaking. This is not going to really help or hurt you in combat in a PvP or PvP area. This is just a quality of life. For instance, with blacksmithing here, they now put in one area where it improves the chance of extracting woodworking, blacksmithing, etc., ingredients, allowing the refining of more powerful resins, tempers, tannin, and planting for new and raw materials. So my 4 slatables from this tree is Meticulous, Dissemble, of course, Treasure Hunter, at Rutiner, I'm not sure if I say that right, Rutiner, at 10 minutes to the duration of any food or drink eaten. And for the last one, Personal Upkeep, reduce the cost of your repairing your armor by 1%. Now this, because I have a lot of repair kit of myself, this I know I'm going to change in the future, so I won't be having that. I'll probably put that to this, which I think is quite well because I use a lot of potions. Whenever you use a potion or poison, you have a 10% chance to not consume it. I actually think this will be better than this, but for right now I'm just messing around. So I'll likely max this out and have this up there as one of my 4 slottables to keep. As you can see, if you go through, you know, these I'm not really sneaking or shadowing, so I don't really have much into the sneak aspect of this tree, but more into the crafting and quality of life part of this tree. So that's it for this portion of the CP. And that's it. This is my Stamplar Built video. This is what I have on. Especially Fury. Fury will be changing in the future once I find the set to go good and compare with Shackle Breaker. I will change that out, and once I do, I will redo my build video and upload it for you guys to see. But for right now, this is what I got. In terms of skills could change real quick. Biting Jabs, Power of the Light, Tumbling Charges, Rendering Slash, and Whirlwind. Empowerment Sweep. Empowerment Sweep is there for my preference. That can always change. You can run Dawnbreaker of Smithing, or whatever you want. To me, Empowered Sweep is just syncs well with this class and what I'm trying to do. The back bar, Temporal Guard, Restoring Focus, Repentance, of course Rally, Dissolving Vigor, and Critical Rush. Critical Rush on the back bar, that is your spammable. You can always change that. That is just a spammable. This is just a free slot for me. I mean, I just put it there, and you can change it out to whenever you want. You can actually put Blazing Spear if you want there, Extended Ritual if you want for more healing and cleansing. I mean, like I said, it's all preference. Ooh, even Cleave. Get an extra Cleave on somebody. For me, the more I can get closer into closing that gap closer, the better. Keep enemies from running around. And that's about it. Thank you guys for watching.